So the 2019 Met Gala took off last night, and the theme of the Met Gala this year was camp, notes and fashion. Basically, go the extra mile and go extra.
extra, read all about it.
So as you can see, we are showing our interpretation of this year's Met camp. Ta-da!
So I'm basically, it's an ode to Black culture and celebration of everything about the culture. Celebrating cheers, all Black, the chains of all the struggles that we have been through as a community. So yeah, that's I'm just feeling very Black these days.
And of course, I'm all about gay rights and, you know, the rainbow culture. So I had to represent for that. You know. I'm just loud and proud. Loud and proud. And I'm a king, of course. So
of course,
had to wear the crown. How do we feel overall about the Met Gala this year?
We definitely were missing a lot of the heavy hitters.
Okay.
At the Met, and I feel like honestly the theme was kind of tricky because everyone really couldn't interpret it, because camp is not something we use frequently in fashion. So I think like last year was like Catholic, you know, imagination, like that was kind of literal, yeah. Versus this, it was kind of like, what is camp? And it's kind of like everyone's interpretation of it. So I feel like that's what we got. Like, it wasn't, I don't feel like it was like consistent all the way with the fashions, because I really don't feel like people really understood the theme.
This is how I feel overall about this year's Met. I feel like you said, I agree. A lot of people couldn't interpret it, or if they did interpret it, they interpreted it in their own way, and some people didn't understand it.
Right.
I feel like people didn't take it as far as they should have. Being extra, take it all the way.
Like Lady Gaga with the 3 outfits.
Extra.
Like, so extra. I was like, yes. But we already expect that from Gaga anyway. Yeah. So this was like right up her alley. And then Katy Perry with the chandelier.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we expect those type of extra things from those two artists. But who?
Yeah, I just feel like compared to last year I feel like I like the theme better this year, but I think we had more fashion last year. Yeah,
I felt like the execution last year was definitely better than this year. But crazy enough, I like the theme better this year, but I just feel like the fashions wasn't up to par, and I think it was because it was tricky on people actually interpreting the theme.
I agree.
First up, the legend, the beautiful Janelle Monáe and Christy Siriano.
Oh, yeah.
She looked amazing.
She's definitely one of the best dressed.
She was the best dressed, in my opinion. She was the best dressed. I absolutely loved her look. I mean, from the eye winking, from just the whole delivery of her look. It was just from head to toe. It was amazing. Styled by Amanda Korn. She did amazing. Like,
that whole team collectively anyway, Mandel Korn, Christian Siriano, and Janelle Monáe, them together with their creative minds, it's crazy.
Yes.
I really love that whole surreal kind of feel she was giving.
Yes.
I love the eye. She had the eye on the clutch, and then she had the eye, like, you know, winking. On her winking on her, you know, her bust. And I think that was genius.
Yes.
I love the hats, the stacked hats. I think that was genius. I love the color blocking. She really did a really good job. Really good job.
It. I really, really love
J-Lo.
So I like
that pause.
No, I like J-Lo's look. A lot of people were comparing her look to Rihanna's icon.
Oh yeah, when she was CFDA.
Yeah, the icon look, but it's actually a lookalike for Cher.
Yeah.
So that was really the comparison. But I can see how people were kind of getting the vibe of Rihanna, but do your history. It was not Rihanna.
She didn't stand out to me, but I just loved it. She looked amazing to me, so I had to mention her. Sierra got me with that hair. The hair alone for me was a standout. I mean, it was for the culture. She had a big afro, it was long, it was huge. That was a standout for me. You don't think so?
I love the color of her dress.
These pauses are killing me.
I love the color of her dress. I thought her dress was so gorgeous, like that emerald green. It was so pretty. But the hair, I mean, it was give extra, so I guess it's like fitting. But I liked her hair when she came out with
Big Frida.
Big Frida.
I like that too. It was definitely for the culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
but I think her look overall for the Met, it was better with the second look with the green gown.
And then there was also a lot of hair inspiration, like interpretations, I would say, with the theme. Like Lupita, she had the picks in her hair. Sierra with the big bush.
Yeah.
Even Zendaya, she always changes up her hair, but she did like the Cinderella, so she did like a blonde, like nip tuck.
She wasn't a standout for me. Jared Leto was definitely a standout. Two heads are better than one, or two great minds think alike, whatever. So I love Jared Leto.
And I love that presentation because that was from the Gucci runway presentation where they had when they did a Gucci presentation, the models were walking down with like heads that looked like them. So I thought that was like genius that he did that, and it was so like for this theme, it was perfect.
Yeah,
I loved it.
And he wears a lot of Gucci. He's always wearing Gucci. I think he wore Gucci last year to last year's Met. So
what about your favorite couple? What did you think about Gabrielle Union and D Wade? Or not?
They were okay.
Same with me.
They were okay.
My favorite couple was Priyanka and Nick Jonas. I thought that she was wearing Dior. I don't know what he was. You know what he was wearing?
No.
But she was wearing Dior.
They didn't stand out to me.
What?
They were
They were the best dressed couple there. They looked amazing. Together, side by side, they killed the look. They looked so good. Him in that all white, her with the feather. Oh my gosh, she looked so amazing. I love that Dior gown, and I'm going to stand by it. Best dressed couple at the Met Gala.
What about Katy Perry?
I thought that she was very literal with the interpretation. So
she did a good job last year, and I feel like last year she went all out. This year she definitely went all out. Yes. I love the chandelier. I think it was over the top.
What about the hamburger?
The hamburger look, I could have done without that. That was kind of silly to me. It was Moschino, but I could have done without that. But yeah, the chandelier, loved it. I thought it was genius.
Yes, it was.
What about Cardi B? Because Cardi B was, a heavy hitter that everyone was talking about. So how do you feel about her look?
I definitely feel like it was kind of like how Rihanna's look was was it?
It's like 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago. But she had the yellow.
And she looked like an omelet.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about an omelet later.
Personal size pizza and all those jokes that was all over the internet. But
The train
of the dress. Sorry, guys. The train of the dress was like, what? Like, it was amazing. And then how many feathers did he say was on? It was like 30,000 feathers.
I don't even know, but I know it took 7 people to hold up that train. That's a lot.
I thought it was 10.
No, it was 7.
Oh my goodness, that is crazy.
Unless there's shifts throughout the night, but I know for sure at least 7. 7 people. I know that dress was heavy. It had to have been heavy.
Yeah.
But I love the way it looked like waves in her train. Like when she was standing on the steps, all you saw were like ripples in her train. I thought that was gorgeous. And then the ruby nipples.
Yeah.
I think each nipple was like $250,000 a piece. Yeah.
They spending coin at this Met
Colin Carter.
Yes, genius. Genius. Her whole team actually is really good.
Yeah. So what about Nicki Minaj?
What about it?
Wasn't a standout, so we'll just move on from that.
Yeah, let's move on. That ponytail, tragic.
Oh, God. Kylie and Kendall.
They were wearing Versace.
How do you feel about them?
So I love the looks, actually.
They were the evil stepsisters. They were reminiscent of the evil stepsisters from Cinderella.
Yeah.
So do you think they
nailed it? I do. I think they nailed it
too.
in an editorial way. I thought it was I liked it. I liked the looks.
They looked gorgeous to me. Yeah, definitely a standout.
Mm-hmm. So on to the tragic memories on the red carpet at the Met Gala.
These people should have stayed home.
They should have definitely stayed home, starting with Frank Ocean. Why?
He looked like a valet.
He completely tried it. Why did he come to the Met looking like that?
You know what? These people should have just given us their ticket because...
Hello, don't we look fabulous? We would have fit right in.
Yeah, like, I don't understand. You come to the Met Gala, you're supposed to dress up. At least adhere to the theme. You come and you look like the valet. Mm-hmm. And then moving on to Kanye West, a Dickie suit.
And then he looked so uninterested, like being there. He looked very...
I mean, he always looks that way, but... It's just annoying that your wife wow.
I'm about to say his wife looked what?
Kanye looked very simple and plain. He clearly just did not care about the theme. And then Kim, I feel like, okay, so I understood the concept. I actually like the concept. However, I feel like Kim plays it really safe when it comes to these Met Galas. I feel like she's very sexy and is very Kim. I feel like she can wear these things on a regular red carpet or out and about or to any type of event. But I feel like this was the time to basically pull out all the stops.
She definitely depends on the sex part. Like that's her
go-to.
Yeah. And it's just like sex it up. Like that's her thing, but it's like give us something else.
Yeah, I enjoy how After Party looked better. I felt like that was pushing the envelope a little bit, but it was still like, you could have done a lot more. I feel like her Met Gala look, she could have done a lot more, and it could have been a lot better. But
agreed.
Tiffany Haddish,
tragic. Now I have to be honest. This is one of the best that I have seen Tiffany Haddish actually look, but I still hated the look from head to toe. I didn't like it. I just didn't like it.
It was definitely most improved.
And still bad. How you most improved and still bad?
Because last year her makeup was horrible, her look was horrible, her hair was horrible. She was just horrible. I just think she got up out of the bed, rolled over, put on her look, and just kept it moving. Slicked her hair back with some water and kept it moving. This year it looks like she took some time, came up with the look, came up with an idea, did her makeup, her hair, everything. She was in costume, but it still didn't, I couldn't get with it. Who I didn't like, and this is a strong dislike, Serena Williams. She looked like the inside of a ham and cheese Hot Pocket. I hated it. Oh,
not a Hot Pocket.
A Hot Pocket. She was horrible. Look, she looked like a bacon and egg like scramble. I don't know. She just looked awful to me. It was reminiscent of Rihanna with her egg omelet dress, but it wasn't as bad. At least she didn't have bacon in hers.
Oh my God.
But I hated Serena Williams' look. I hated it. What do you think about it?
Oh, you speak so strongly about it.
I know. I'm so upset about it.
It didn't bother me as much as it affected you, but it was definitely not like, oh my God, she looks amazing. It wasn't one of those looks. Who really could have stayed home was Lala and that money.
You know what? It was okay. It wasn't horrible.
Oh, okay.
Did you get
but you gonna shade Serena?
No, but did you see the details in her hair with the coins? I thought that was pretty unique. I liked it.
Okay.
She wasn't wearing stress. She was like a filler. She was like in the middle. You know, there were some fillers there. Like, you know, they went with the theme, but they didn't stand out and they weren't horrible. They were kind of like in the middle. She was like
Yara
Shahidi. She was another one that had
Jason
the bush,
Bolden.
but...
Like, what is going on? Like, this girl is youthful. You are dressing her like you're aging her. Like that hair.
We can move on from her because she just looked horrible. celebrities that showed up, and they came with a message. And some that I really liked, definitely Kerry Washington. Negativity is noise.
Yes.
That was powerful. I really loved that. She had it scribbled, all over her gown, and then she had the knuckle rings,
yes.
showed them off. Love that.
Yeah, that was cute.
What do you think about Kiki Lane?
Gucci down to the socks. That was cute. I liked it. But wait, so is Gucci back, or are they still canceled?
A lot of people had on Gucci.
A lot of people.
And Black people at that.
Yeah.
So I'm confused. Are we boycotting Gucci? Are we not boycotting Gucci? Is Gucci canceled or is Gucci alive? I don't understand. So
because people played the thin line with wearing Dapper Dan.
Dapper Dan.
They played that little line.
Dapper Dan is Black and he has a collection with Gucci.
Like Ashley Graham, she looked really cute with her Dapper Dan.
But actually, all of them had on Dapper Dan. Mm-hmm. So that was a move. That was strategy. Mm-hmm. I think that was definitely strategy. But Gucci is Gucci.
Facts.
Lena Waithe.
I loved her look. So it was like drag queens created the word.
Black drag queens.
Black drag queens created the phrase camp. And I didn't know that. So I think it's like educational 1 and 2. It's like, education.
It's an old
It's for the
drag queen.
It's for the people.
For the
like that's what I'm representing in my look. For the culture.
The culture.
Cheers to the culture. Okay? All black. Cheers to the culture. We were definitely missing a lot of heavy hitters. So my favorite girls at the Met, obviously Beyonce, she wasn't there. Rihanna, and my third girl, Blake Lively. None of my girls were there, and I was so sad about it. And I guess because Blake Lively, she's pregnant, so I guess she didn't want to come.
That's not an excuse because Kim Kardashian was pregnant. Even though she looked horrible, she was pregnant when she came. One year, she looked like a couch, but... No, she did.
She still could have, because she's a heavy hitter. She always comes through with a look. Yeah. So I was disappointed. And then did you catch Rihanna's shade when she put up Anna Wintour as best dressed? That was a little shady.
Whatever, Rihanna. You should have been at the Met Gala. Like, seriously.
Maybe she wasn't featuring nobody's looks.
I guess. But I feel like, Sarah Jessica Parker wasn't there either.
Oh, yeah.
She wasn't. I don't know.
Or Andy. It was a lot of people missing.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was a lot of, are we on strike? And we don't know.
But, Beyonce had no reason not to be there. Like, she definitely should have been there. Especially since she just dropped all this stuff on Netflix and, everybody's talking about Coachella. She dropped the live album and all that. She should have been there.
Sis probably was tired. She was like,
she was like, I gave you all this stuff in April. I'm not giving you anything else.
I'm done.
That's it.
Stylemates, thank you so much for watching our 2019 Met Gala review. We hope you enjoyed it. And for all our stylemates that are not following us, it's your first time watching us, make sure you subscribe to our channel. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at The Style Pair _, Twitter and Facebook at The Style Pair. And of course, if you have any questions, concerns, or comments, email us at thestylepair@gmail.com.